Oh, and I bet you're wanting to know how to install and add a mod quickly to the Eternal environment. This is really easy. You have a choice of either doing standalone or um, let's do that on the cluster. But when you switch back and forth between them, it kind of overwrites the cluster config, I think, every time. So you kind of, when you're switching forth, you got to remember to add this mod detail into the config file again until that gets fixed. But basically beyond that, it's really ultra simple. So down here on the bottom left, we have the Malevolent Eternal mod itself. So you can click this, and then you can go ahead and scroll down or use the bar here on the left, and we can find the download links. We'll click here, and then go ahead and download version 0.21. This is the first version I've put out here. And then once you get this downloaded, the next thing you want to do is you want to go to your dedicated server and get that launched. So I think I might have Steam open or not. We might have to open it here and launch our server. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up Steam. Oh, actually, it's probably in the system tray right here. There we go. We'll just go ahead and load up the dedicated server. All right, so next thing we want to do is we would go ahead and do the standalone, make sure we're in standalone mode, and then we're going to come over here to this little folder. And then now that we have this folder available, go ahead and go to your downloads or wherever you downloaded your Legends of Aria and copy that file, and we want to paste it in your... Let's go ahead and click up here, where it brings us back to the main branch of the server, and we're going to want to put this in the mods directory. I already have a Malevolent Gaming Eternal folder, but the one that you're copying, make sure it's not the 0.211 here. Make sure it's the file inside of it. There's a folder inside that's called Malevolent Eternal Gaming right here. So just unzip it, put it right here in the mod folder directory, and then we will go into the standalone, go to the cluster config right here, double click it, and then you will see where I have this value right here. You can place it anywhere in here. I could have put it up here by the cluster address, but wherever you put this, right, you basically, the way a mod works is that you have the mod tag, the name of the folder that the mod that you want to run is. And ours is the Malevolent Gaming Eternal, and it's inside, that's this right here. So now that this is set up, you want to save everything, and then the first thing you want to do is just go ahead and start your server. And I have mine starting in the upper planes, so it takes a second to load the upper planes compared to something like a test map or a dungeon. So we'll give it a second here, and I think that's pretty much the basics. We don't have to do much modification or much of anything else, you know. Let's go ahead and check the server here and see if we got accepting players yet. We do not. It should pop up here soon. Once you see the number of templates that it's loading, then you know you're getting close. Might be because I'm recording and I have other stuff going here, so this will slow the process down as well on this machine. And so there we go. We got the object templates loaded right here. Looks like I have an error in my corruption table. I will fix that in a second. That's weird. I wonder what I did. Yeah, see, nobody's perfect, man. Always some bug to fix here. But let's go ahead, and this should just load up anyways. Let's go ahead and click this, and then we'll type in localhost to connect to our standalone. Looks like it's going to let me in. I just can't use any of the corruption stuff. That's all right. So now you get your character created, and I'm just going to verify in the skills, do I have any of the new skills? I see Chi Mastery, Chivalry. Yep, so the mod's in. It's working. And that's it. That's how you load up the mod. You should be able to use all the new skills. You know, if you're looking for the skill books, you can just type in things like create lock picking, book. And most of the skills that have a book will have a skill. So just type in add skill name and book and you should find it, or create book, and it'll come up with a lot of the lists like this. And you'll see there's just the arcane archery book, the blacksmithing book, and you know, there's just a whole bunch of them in here that are mixed in. All right, so now that you're logged in, you can go back to your normal stuff. You can test things out, do your gameplay. This is just a video really quick on how to get the mod up and running. So here we go. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you in another video.